So, we didn't have a pod last week or the week before that. Um, 2 weeks ago, I was in Utah for a day.
For one singular day.
Literally one day. And Zach said he couldn't do the pod anyways.
Oh, pod. It was crazy.
Couldn't have done IRL pod, I wish. But the story for why we couldn't do the pod this last week, you think we're making it up.
It was.
So, Zach,
It was just.
hit him so we can hop in.
So.
Wait, no. Intro.
Ah!
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wasn't listening to a thing you just said.
My leg looks like Picasso. see, God damn it! Have you?
I think you know the answer.
You. Oh my God! This man, he needs to be studied in a lab.
I can explain everything.
No, he can't.
I can explain.
There is no shot.
The Lakers.
I'm not gonna let you choose the Lakers.
Damn
Pick
it.
something else. We made such a mess. I am a casual.
We are mega casuals.
Okay, intro. Okay,
Okay, go ahead, Zach.
we're back. Okay, so go. It's what was it? Tuesday night or Wednesday night?
Tuesday night.
Last Tuesday night. No, it was Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it was normal shooting day.
So last Wednesday night, go to do the pod, and if you guys have seen, these are new headphones. They're $20 cheap freaking headphones because
Nah, Zach, hold up the culprit. Go get the culprit. Go put the culprit on camera.
she's all the way in the room. It's jocked. Anyways, I go and I look at my wired headphones and I put them on and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a little free. And I'm a lot freer than normal. So yeah, Bing Bong, she ate the cord. She bit it in half. Let me see if I can find it in my
Maybe if you weren't starving your kid.
I guess she's just hungry. I don't know, but she doesn't eat food, so I don't know. Yeah,
Bro, that's what.
There it is. So yeah, there's the cord. It's supposed to like plug in and have a little end to that. Get that off. So yeah, it's a pretty popular headset. I'm gonna see if I can try to find a cord for it. Like,
Yeah, surely you can find a cord.
and then we'll be back. But for the time being, I got $20 freaking Target headphones.
Well, so Zach gets new headphones because we're like, okay, we won't record today, so we'll record tomorrow instead. So we hop in. Tomorrow happens, and Zach is just facing like every technical difficulty known to man.
Yeah, it was bad.
His camera wouldn't record. Couldn't hear me. I was doing sign language at one point, which Zach doesn't know sign language, so that was interesting. So then we're like, all right, whatever. We'll push it back to Sunday so Zach can get it figured out. Zach texts me the next day. He's like, figured it out. We're good. All right. We'll record either Saturday night or Sunday morning. Saturday night comes. I'm like, all right,
Saturday morning was what we were supposed to do. Saturday at 11 a.m.
Oh, that's right, because I needed the Steelers to help me, which they did the opposite. So, so it was Saturday morning, yeah, because I was going to go to the gym, come home, shower, and then do the pod. So I go to the gym. Step one complete. I'm on my way back to the locker room from the gym, and my phone rings. And I was like, and it says spam. I was like, weird. I'll answer it. And it's my bank. They're like a fraud alert. And I was like, that's weird. I'm not buying anything, but whatever. As I'm walking, listening to this on my phone, I walk into the locker room, and I like don't see my lock, and I'm like, I put a lock on my locker. And this guy's like, you look lost. I was like, well, I know where I am, but I don't know where one of these is my. So he's like, oh no, your buddy came and grabbed your bag, and I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, this guy was digging through the bag. It was your bag in there? Yeah, probably your friend was doing it. I was like, I just moved. I don't know a damn person here, so it wasn't my buddy. And so I go to the freaking desk at LA Fitness. They were super nice. After about an hour, we go back into the locker room, and we find it in, like, a random locker. But they ended up taking my wallet. And so the entire day was, like, police reports and this and that. And so, yeah, never thought.
Left all your belongings back in the locker, but just took your wallet.
Yeah, so they dug through my bag. And I know they did this in my locker because some of the things that were in, well, 2 things that were in my bag fell out of my bag into the locker. So I was like, oh, these were in my bag. And so they went through my entire bag, and they only took my wallet, which kind of thank God, because my keys were in my bag, and I was like, I can't get home. Or I thought they were going to steal my car. Like, I was so worried. But then we were chilling. Well, we weren't. We weren't. Why did I say that? It was not chilling. Like, literally not at all. And so then I tell Zach, and Zach's like, wild that you still think you can.
I think we were gonna skip past that. Yeah, Connor got robbed at his gym, and that's why we didn't get a pod out this week.
Yeah.
One of the reasons. We're gonna move on to number 2. So first, it was literally my whole computer shut down and would not let us film. Like, it was just jocked. Everything looked like it was supposed to be working. It wasn't. Next day, Connor got robbed. And then Sunday happens, and depression. Depression.
Guys, okay, we're just gonna hop into it, Zach. Fuck it. So
Obligatory Steelers talk.
Zach and I, we joke about, like, the Steelers all the time and how they let us down. Zach and I have never actually, like, felt no hope as Steelers fans, because usually we have that hope. I'm just going to let you guys know, Zach went on Twitter and made a tweet thread about this. Zach doesn't tweet.
No, I know. I don't. I've been inactive on Twitter for a while, and I came back in hot fashion. I said something, and I plan to address those things and talk about them. But, yeah. Go ahead. Continue, Connor.
No, go on, Zach, because I made a whole ass video about it, so this is your space.
So, welcome to my talk. I'm going to pull up my tweets and read them to you guys just in case you don't.
Oh.
All right. If you don't, it's the mega casual, so come on by. Sorry I kind of took the name for myself, Connor.
No, that's fine. We're both one, honestly.
Okay. I posted some funny ones. I'm proud of a couple of them. But my main rant was I was on lunch break and I was just reading.
You did this on your lunch break?
I did. No, just my little, like, long rant about Tomlin and stuff.
Well, yeah, but the fact that you did it on your lunch break, I thought you were, like, at home thinking about the game.
I wasn't thinking about the game. I was in my head in my car on my lunch break. So I was just on Twitter because if you don't know, I only really have Instagram and Twitter, and I don't really try to spend. Instagram's just not really cool. I don't know. I'm kind of done with the Instagram format, but I love talking with the boys, so that's why I hop on the chats a lot on Instagram. But I spend most of my time on Twitter, and now it's a lot of Steelers Twitter that I've gotten myself kind of into this space.
Oh, same. It's a problem.
It's basically all it is. The For You page on Twitter is wild. It's just like TikTok. You like one thing, and it's like, we'll feed it for you forever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's just reading all these things, and I just keep reading all the quotes of the press conference, and just basically Tomlin saying that we're not moving on. It is what it is. You guys got him for the season.
Well, no, because before you say that, what did Mike say in his post-game press conference that had the Steelers organization or, like, fans kind of hyped?
Oh, there's going to be some big changes. There's going to be some big changes coming.
Hey, Zach, they're wearing pads now.
Bro, he goes, we're going to change the physicality of the team. We're going to do practice a little different. They practiced without helmets on. They're week 4 and don't hit at practice. I mean, I could be over exaggerating that. It could be just for like half the practice, something like that. But anyway, still, you gotta be in, like, you gotta wear your helmet at practice. Like, I don't know. I posted a meme about that. Hope Connor put some screenshots of all these. I'll try to send them to you so you actually do it. You know, I'm notorious with that. But anyways, I said my quote tweet was, I didn't want to have to say this, but I feel like if Tomlin isn't willing to make the quote big changes and stop the quote Steelers way, then I'm ready to find a coach that will and ownership that will. In this league, the way that it is, defense can't win you games, especially when that defense is letting up 30 points. We can't score, and we're letting teams score. Something needs to change, and I'm tired of just saying #fire Matt Canada because it seems like he's here to stay with Tomlin. Might be time to ship them both away. I don't know about you, but Super Bowls mean more than 9 and 8 seasons to me. So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I used to hate the idea of having a losing record, but I am really getting tired of having the 15th, 16th, 17th overall pick, and it's just
it's nothing for us. We're always like it's a loop. Somebody from Pleasant telling me I'm not gonna answer.
Okay, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. It's a very impressive stat, and he's the only head coach.
I want to be the devil. Like, what else? What else? That's all anybody says about Mike Tomlin.
No, 1,000%.
We're at a losing season. We don't win playoff games. When's the last time we won a playoff game?
2016.
Sure, we have
2017.
a playoff game, and that's like 6. What is that? 6 years?
Yeah.
We've gone 6 seasons without winning a playoff game.
Well, and also, you don't.
Organization kind of goes through that amount of just no success. Something changes. Coaching changes.
Well, but you also don't hear. When you're talking about Andy Reid as one of the best coaches in the NFL right now, no one goes, well, he's had a losing season. No one gives a fuck.
It's the only stat anybody ever really says about Mike Tomlin. Sure, he's a great coach, person, mentor for the team. But and after I hear a lot of things about saying that 4th and 1 call was a lot of Mike Tomlin and not so much Matt Canada.
Did you hear what he said?
But I mean, come on, man.
Did you hear what he said about the 4th and 1 call and why he
because Pat Freiermuth and Dan Moore weren't available.
Hey Zach, what did we fucking draft this year?
In Darnell Washington, we drafted people. We drafted positions at high draft picks to fill those gaps when those guys are out. Why? It's just so weird, and it ended up getting Kenny hurt. Turns out Kenny's fine. I don't know.
I was telling Zach that I can't wait for us to somehow beat Baltimore 13-12 this week. When in reality, what I want is Pittsburgh to lose 7-0. Defense does everything that they've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, and the offense is just so inept because of fucking Matt Canada and his stupid ass burner account. And then maybe the defense will snap, and the defense can be like, "We are fucking doing everything. How are we expected to win?" And also, I really hope that we lose.
Connor, what happens? What happens? Say TJ Watt goes, man, we're doing everything. Do they make a change?
At this point,
This team is willing and capable to make the change necessary to be successful.
no, I agree.
Admitted to it. They're admitting to it. They're not going to do it.
No, I
So what? The defense gets mad. It doesn't.
I just think it's good to have that narrative on your side. If you do start to lose the locker room, then I do think changes will get made. And that's one thing that's never happened is the locker room has never been vocal about things in Pittsburgh. And I think if they finally did, especially since it's a very young locker room, I think that would actually make a difference. And also, I agree with you 100%. I don't think the Steelers are going to make any changes, which pisses me the fuck off. But it's what are we – everyone's, well, you have to learn a brand new system. Any system is better than Matt Canada. He's literally ranked 32nd in the last 3 fucking years in offense. So just bring in something. I don't understand At the bye week, just fire him. We have an early bye week.
This feels exactly like how I felt last year. We need to get rid of Matt Canada at the bye week, and we just don't. We just don't. And it's like, why? Because now you're stuck. You're literally stuck, and they've literally admitted that they're not moving on. One of my tweets, it says Steelers are keeping Matt Canada for the time being. Canada will be coaching the offense against the Ravens. No changes.
I just don't get it. I don't get how they can look at the fucking last 3 years.
I just don't I don't know. I don't know whose decision it is. Like, I don't know who to put the blame on this point. That's why I said again, it's kind of an exaggeration. It's not really that serious. But I texted Connor and I said, like, it's a little freaking annoying to kind of put on the black and gold right now. Like,
yeah,
not listening. And I don't know whose decision it is. Is it the Rooney family? If so, man, oh man, gone. I love them. They did great things for the organization. The Rooneys are great. I'm tired of, like, I don't know. I'm 23. I've watched this team pretty much my entire life. I've been lucky to see the 2 Super Bowls. I've only seen us win 1. Well, I guess 2. In 2010. 2005 and 2010. I've seen 2. I was 5 years old on one of them. But since I've really, really cared about football, 2012 and on, what have we done? Nothing.
yeah.
Not a thing. Not a thing, but get beaten by teams. Just get beaten.
Also,
Get to the
by
playoffs and we get destroyed. It's not even like a tough loss. We enter the playoffs and we get first round dominated every single time.
yeah, I'm really sick of mediocrity. I would rather be a shit team that has a somewhat, like, look at Houston. Houston finally made changes, and everyone, Zach included, thought they were going to be shit this year, and now they're one of the most fun offenses in the league to watch.
I didn't watch because I was freaking watching Red Zone with my family all Sunday, and I saw. I counted. Trust me. You can go back and watch the Red Zone. There's like 4 offensive plays from the Steelers. When Mitch Trubisky got in the game, they didn't show a single play. I didn't see Mitch Trubisky touch the field. Red Zone turned it off.
Zach, do you know how many plays we had past the 50-yard line in that game?
I'm going to say 3.
We had 0.
Cool. Yeah, that makes more sense than 3. I was giving us the benefit of the doubt just because they're my dogs. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll transition out of a.
Get it. You get it.
You guys will see a video.
Feeling. And yes, I get it. Like, we're annoying Steelers fans. We've won Super Bowls. We're one of the greatest organizations ever. But that was in the 70s, dude. Like, come on. I get it. I feel like we can complain now. Even if we win 9 games this season, it feels like a complete loss.
Yeah, because that's 2 years of Kenny's growth that we've stunted. That's 3 years with Matt Canada's system that shows he's not even mediocre. The defense is just so good it makes his offense look mediocre. So it's just 9-8 is a losing season essentially at this point.
No, it's a total loss. There's nothing that comes from it. And we're gonna miss the playoffs. I think just like we've seen with the Bears, they're 0-4 at this point. I think in the league they pretty much are done. Like, I don't think there's a way for them to come back.
Yeah.
If the Broncos would have lost that game, Broncos were pretty much done. Like, there's no way. You just can't do it. And I think if we lose, if we're 2-6 by week 8, we're done. Like, there's literally no playoff chance in the AFC. So at that point, like, and I said this last year when we were 2-6, right? Blah, blah.
Yes, you did.
We did this exact same thing. I don't want it. I don't want a repeat. And I feel it coming. I feel the timeline coming. We're trash. A key player gets hurt. TJ Watt, Kenny Pickett. Key player gets hurt. We lose a couple games. Everybody's like, oh my God, Matt Canada, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Next couple weeks, we win a couple. We're like, oh my gosh, Tomlin, he's such a good coach. He's rallying the team. The last couple weeks of the season, we just go on a tear, win every single game. and then we're 9-8, and we're like, cool. Now we draft number 20.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know. It does nothing. I'm done.
Well, like Zach said, it's probably annoying at this point. So for the time being of today, we will transition out of obligatory Steelers soccer and go to regular sports. But just know that we're upset. Not that you guys care, but we're upset.
Y'all can skip most of that. It's pretty much just a repeat over and over and over again.
Before we hop into our segments, though, let's check in with our obligatory Dallas Cowboys fan. Let's go to our Dallas Cowboy fan reaction of the week with Nick.
My Cowboys update for the week is how about them Cowboys, kind of. Big game this week against the Niners. We'll see if they can actually prove themselves against a real team and see actually what this team does. So,
Thanks, Nick. Okay.
Whoa. That was.
So we'll do. You want to start with weekly awards?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go first with my MVP because I don't think you're gonna expect who my MVP is.
Okay. Go ahead.
My MVP of week 4. I don't want to say these words in this order, Zach.
Oh God.
My MVP of week 4 is Zach Wilson.
I don't hate it. I really like it. I also just won a freaking ton of money on baseball.
Did you hammer it?
Yeah, I hammered it.
I told you baseball's the way to go. No, Zach Wilson's my winner. I know they lost the game, but he finally looked good. He's also starting to win people over. He looks like he's maturing. I'm a guy who wanted to see him fail because of his personality. Huh?
One entry, and then I'm waiting on the taco dude. He's got 2 strikeouts, and he needs 4. And it's like something. It was a 40% line, and then there was another one that was like a for sure hit because no run first inning bets to this whole World Series playoffs is crazy. Go ahead. I'm done. Done with my baseball rant. Or is Nick's.
But yeah, Zach he's looking like he's matured. He played a better game than Patrick Mahomes.
Shout out Nick, man. Shout out Nick.
That's that. Who's your MVP of week 4?
No, I like that pick with Zach Wilson. He really did play a really good game of football. Me and my dad were watching it together, and we bashed him again in front of my mom and my grandma, who don't really know football. We sat there and destroyed Zach Wilson in like the first quarter, saying, "Man, this kid's the worst thing that's ever existed." Blah blah blah. We basically did what that guy did to Chris Jones. I don't know the reporter's name because he doesn't deserve publicity because that isn't a trash can move. But with Chris Jones saying he was terrible and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my dad basically did that, but in the private of our own home, which is okay. And he proved us wrong. He came out and played a really good game of football.
Well,
He
proved us wrong for one game.
What was that?
He proved us wrong for one game.
For one game, yeah. He proved me wrong. And it's crazy because like I saw a meme that was saying like all the Swifties that watch that game are gonna think
Yeah.
quarterback to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I like that pick. I didn't go with that pick. I also went with quarterback, but a quarterback that balled out way harder. I'm gonna go 5 total touchdown against the 70 burger Dolphins. I'm going Josh Allen.
Yeah.
300 plus passing yards, 4 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing. He balled out. Improved.
Madden curse hasn't hit him yet.
What was that?
Who's your loser of the week?
My loser of the week, it's us. we got 30 bombed by the Texans, bro. Like, that's one of the most depressing sentences I've ever said. The Steelers lost by 30 to the Texans. You gotta go.
Yeah. Cat.
I was hoping this house is haunted too. That'd be cool.
Who knows at this point? I have a cat, so she might have scared him off.
So I was meaning to ask you, was that dishwasher like really the only experience that you had in that house?
No.
Really?
I've told you about my other ones, haven't I?
Anything there other than that moment when the dishwasher opened by itself?
Zach did not believe me that my last place was haunted, and then he witnessed it.
Bro, it was wild. The dishwasher literally, I like heard the handle click and it opened by itself. It was the nuttiest thing I've ever seen. We were all playing poker, and I was like, bro, did that just open? Turned around, and Connor was like, oh, yeah, my house is haunted. And I was like, huh? And then he just walked past it.
Yeah.
I never felt or like saw or anything like that ever again. Even when you fell asleep and we were watching the Michael Jordan documentary for like hours, and I was just alone.
I forgot about that.
I didn't like feel anything or hear or see anything crazy. But that dishwasher was a weird time. Anyways, again, man, I'm good at this. Just not following segments. Who's your loser of the week?
My loser of the week is Sean Payton.
Hey, you stole my hatred for the man. Not hate. Bro, that's what
Listen,
I'm telling you. You agree with me now.
I know that they won.
I called it from early.
I know that they won, but they almost lost to probably the worst team in football.
Bro, they had to come back 23 unanswered points or 28 unanswered points from the Bears.
Yeah.
Freaking legacy game against you. It's like, yeah, nah. Justin Fields is going to go home and like write those stats on a football and put it in a display case because he's never going to have a game like that ever again. And it happened to you. My sister's boyfriend, Caden. Shout out, Caden, if you're watching this.
Damn, you're not his friend though, Cade.
He's a Broncos fan, and I was talking to him. He shows up to the family little get together on Sunday, and I'm like, bro, how does it feel to be the first team since the 60s to get 70 dropped on your head? I was like, I would be depressed.
Oh, so
Walk around with a bag on my head for 30 by the Texans feels pretty terrible. It went unspoken about at work. If anybody knows my work, it's a Steelers fan country. There's like 8 of us in there. Not one of us talked about it today. Normally, every Monday, somebody says something about the game. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
damn.
I didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. It just went unspoken. It was terrible. That's where Steelers fans are at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So
He dropped on your head feels really terrible. It has to.
So you know how we were talking about Zach Wilson earlier?
Yeah.
I want to play a quick little game with you.
Okay. Oh God.
This is gonna be Zach Wilson or.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a quarterback, and you tell me if you want Zach Wilson or the quarterback I said. Okay.
This is gonna be the easiest thing in the world.
I don't know. There are some names on here that I think you might not like.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Zach Wilson or Gardner Minshew?
Minshew.
Zach Wilson or Jameis Winston?
Ooh. Winston just always kind of just throws those balls up there. He got in for one play this game and just interception. Such a Winston thing to do. But no, like I feel like this week everybody's gonna try to put Zach Wilson way higher than he realistically deserves to be. We've seen him be consistently terrible, not consistently good. I feel like I'm gonna take Winston.
Yeah, Jameis can throw for 30 and 30. So if you're going to get a guy that's going to throw a bunch of interceptions, might as well get a guy that's going to throw a bunch of touchdowns too. All right, Zach Wilson or Desmond Ridder?
Oh, Ridder looks so bad. I've only watched Desmond Ridder in Toy Story Land as a full game. I don't have ESPN Plus. I literally had to watch the London game as the Jesus Christ, the Disney Plus broadcast. It's the only way I can watch it. So I sat there and watched pretty much the whole thing. It was terrible. I mean, it was cool, but like by the second quarter, you're like, all right, I want a real football game. But no, I think I'm going to take. They're both equally terrible. I'm going to flip a coin to Zach Wilson maybe has more potential. Zach Wilson.
Okay. Zach Wilson or Andy Dalton?
Like starter rolling right now, Andy Dalton.
Zach Wilson or Marcus Mariota?
Zach Wilson's in the league, so I'm gonna go Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson or Taylor Heineke. I told you there were names on here, man.
Yeah, I told you. I think I'm gonna go with the potential of Zach Wilson again.
Oh, you want to talk about potential? Okay, Zach Wilson or Trey Lance.
Oh, but that's like the ceiling of God, but it just never happened. So again, I think from what I've seen, honestly, I feel like Zach Wilson's better because I've seen Trey Lance play like 3 games. How many games has Trey Lance played?
Like 3?
Yeah. I'm going to take the dude that could maybe be on the field the whole time.
I'll take Trey Lance for a change of scenery and maybe some splash. Trey Lance or Davis Mills? Wait, no. Why did I say Trey Lance? Sorry, Zach Wilson or Davis Mills?
I was like, definitely.
Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold?
What'd you say?
Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold?
Oh, darn.
I'm the same way. Last one.
Hasn't looked the best when he's been on the field, but he hasn't been on the field much.
Last one. This one's gross with a capital G, dog. Zach Wilson or Carson Wentz?
Wilson. Ooh, I hated saying that. I hate saying that. But I feel like it's going to be Wilson. Again, I'm going to take the dude that can make it through a game.
All right. I was curious what your thoughts were on that. So now we'll actually hop into what's more likely.
I kept these the exact same because I feel like it's okay to do that. I got like.
Yeah, mine also work. So what's your first one?
What's more likely, the Steelers trade for Jonathan Taylor or the Steelers trade for PS2?
PS2. The Steelers have a weird, I said a stroke, an insane affirmation for Najee, and also they have Jalen Warren. I think that they realize how shit their secondary is, and please do it. Please, if you're gonna at least be a mid team, trade the 15th overall pick for PS2.
Yeah, get rid of your first. So what? You get rid of the player? PS2 is better than that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you spend a first-round pick, it's like when we used the pick for Minka. Minka was automatically better than anyone we drafted with that pick. PS2 is going to be better. He's a top 3 corner in the league right now, so he's going to be better than whoever we draft. My first one. What's more likely, Chargers make the playoffs or Vikings make the playoffs?
Chargers. Vikings are 1-3. Aren't the Chargers 1-3? No.
Yeah.
Chargers are 1-3?
Yep.
That's tough.
But here's what I'll say. I think the Chargers, because the AFC West is literally only the Chargers and the Chiefs, because the Broncos and Raiders are in a whole division of shit.
Yeah, no, I feel like the Chargers could, but then it's not even that really weak anymore. I feel like the NFC doesn't look that weak right now.
Yeah, we do this every year.
Yeah, I feel like they're competitive. That kind of leads me into what I was gonna say for what's more likely: two NFC South teams make the playoffs, or two AFC South teams make the playoffs.
AFC South. Every team in that division's 2-2 right now. And between Houston, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville, and I think Jacksonville still wins that division, I still think Indianapolis or Houston can make the playoffs if you had to choose one or two divisions.
Really? I bet you the odds for Houston winning the division would be a pretty sneaky bet that you could make.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, do you say AFC South as well?
I think the AFC South, yeah. But the NFC South isn't looking terrible, too. Like, other than, the Saints keep losing games, like pretty bad. Who'd they beat? The Rams by 1, or did the Rams beat them by 1? Was that a different game? I don't know.
The only team that looks good is the Buccaneers. The Falcons are 2-2, but they look garbage.
Yeah, the Falcons are sad. A sad team. Like they have what it takes. They got really good players. Drake London's good. They obviously have Kyle Pitts, which is being very much underutilized.
No, Zach, they don't have Kyle Pitts. They have Jonnu Smith.
Go ahead.
I said, no, they don't have Kyle Pitts. They have Jonnu Smith.
Oh, yeah. That was such painful when Jonnu Smith got 15 fantasy points and Kyle Pitts got 4 again. Love when Kyle Pitts gets 4 because he gets targeted twice. How does Kyle Pitts get targeted twice? Like, where
Because they throw the ball 5 times.
do you go wrong?
All right, my last one. What's more likely, Cardinals or Broncos have more wins at the end of the season?
I don't think the Cardinals look too bad right now.
They don't.
I think the Cardinals, low-key. Again,
Going back,
the teams that we thought were going to be just ruined are playing all right. We did this with the Seahawks 2 years.
yeah,
We-
yeah.
They weren't going to win a single game. They went out and made the playoff. Now, Houston, the Cardinals, they're looking all right. Josh Dobbs,
The Cardinals are a prime example of Matt Canada's ass because Josh Dobbs is balling out, and Josh Dobbs couldn't get like more than a yard in our system.
Josh Dobbs in the Steelers uniform was one of the saddest things. And then when he was in the Vikings or the Titans uniform,
Titans.
it was also one of the saddest things. And now he's playing all right in red.
He put up points against the Niners defense, man.
He's playing all right, man.
Before we hop into wallet winners,
We did on the Niners.
what?
defense.
Yeah. Before we hop into wallet winners, I have one more surprise for you.
You always have surprises.
We're gonna play Hate It or Love It. I'm gonna give Zach an idea, and he tells me if he hates it or loves it. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
All right, ready? I got 2. First one, hate it or love it. Atlanta should trade for Kyler Murray.
Love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Ritter's not it. Kyler could not be it either, but Kyler gives you a lot more potential than Ritter's showing.
And I don't think Atlanta's going to be high enough in a draft pick to draft like a really, really good quarterback from this year's class. And you already have a guy with Kyler who's been proven. And you don't even need a guy who can throw the ball that much because they just hand the ball off to Bijan every play, which works. So
It works so well.
so well.
It's just so easy looking.
So easy.
It's so easy.
All right, my next one. Hate it or love it. Washington should trade for Justin Fields.
Should they? Probably. Will they? No. So hate it.
Eric Bieniemy with
I know it's not the segment, but hate it.
Eric Bieniemy with Justin Fields, bro.
Yeah, they could look pretty nasty for sure.
Hey Zach. Okay, I got one more surprise one for you.
Oh god, here we go.
Hate it or love it. The Steelers should fire Matt Canada.
Yeah, love it, love it so much. Love it more than I've ever loved anything.
Well, Trin's in the room.
She's not in the room. I love it more than anything I've ever loved in this room.
That was good. That was good. All right. We'll do wallet winners to tie everything up. Go on. Give me all 3 of your spreads.
All 3 of my spreads, I'm gonna just kind of quick fire them off. Texans +2. They win outright against the Falcons. Don't know how they're underdogs here. It's wild. Vegas is wild. That's also my lock of the week because again, Vegas is wild. Packers -1 over the Raiders. I feel like the Packers could win this game by more than 1 point. Jesus. And then Colts plus what? Wait, yeah, Colts 1.5 versus the Titans. I wrote Texans, but I know it's the Titans. That's why I got so confused. Colts plus 1.5 over the Titans. I feel like the Colts and Anthony Richardson can kind of take this game over and win that game. And then my upset of the week, I'm going to take the Nathaniel Hackett revenge game. I'm going Jets plus 110 over the Broncos.
I almost put the Jets as my upset of the week. Okay, this is really weird. So I have Green Bay -1 at Vegas.
You did what?
I have Indianapolis +1 against Tennessee. That's my lock of the week. I have New England +1 against New Orleans. I think New Orleans can't win that game in New England. And New England looks like garbage, but this is just going to be a game of defenses. and also Derek Carr's hurt, so they're just gonna feast on that. And then my upset of the week is Houston plus 108 at Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Who's your
prop?
prop? Oh, mine? Okay. This is a given, Zach. This is free money. Jalen Hurts over 0.5 anytime rushing touchdown. You just got to get to the 1 yard line and they just push him in. It's literally just a given.
If they get down there. They've time and time again get down to the 1 yard line for whatever reason. But I don't hate it. Mine, again, it kind of feels like free money. They love throwing to this man. I'm going Diggs over 6.5 receptions. Needs 7 catches.
Oh,
That's a pretty good line.
that's really good.
Yeah.
He had half of that in touchdowns last week. He had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, for a sports podcast.
Aren't I winning? I know I got double points last week on something.
Oh, we didn't count last week, Zach. We didn't count last week.
What?
No, because we didn't put it on. Because I went 4-1 last week, but I'm not going to count it because we didn't say it on the pod.
So you went 4-1. I went 4-2.
How'd you go 4-2?
Because I got my lock of the week right.
Oh, you're counting that. Okay, then I went 5-1.
You got your lock of the week right?
I did get the lock of the week last week, but we're not going to count last week. But Zach is still winning. It doesn't matter. He's still winning.
W.
So
That was Wall of Winners. That was all our segments, and that was 40 minutes of a podcast.
sorry for being gone for 2 weeks. TikToks will go up again. Instagrams will go up again. We're just finding our groove. And also, sorry
For doing all that. Sorry for being.
I'm gonna be in for a lot of these pods. I'll be in like very dress wear. I come straight from work and I have to wear a suit for work. So it's just, yeah.
Even at the hospital? Is that what you do?
I don't work at a hospital. Right? I work at a clinic,
What? A
a
clinic?
private healthcare clinic.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I won't lie. I like wearing a suit. It's really nice. Just after an entire day, I don't want to keep the jacket on. So,
I feel it.
but
I feel you.
anyways, I'm gonna go make dinner, and Zach's gonna go. You're not doing Graves anymore, right?
Nah.
Okay, nice. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the light, baby.
Make sure to check us out on Instagram, YouTube, podcast, Spotify, TikTok, everything. Check it out. Yeah. Zach, anything?
Nope.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.